Right, some goodies have arrived. I've got a couple of new seat retention bolts because I pinched those for other parts of the project already. I think they're holding the exhaust system together. We've got, dead exciting here, new grips. These are original OEM Honda ones, which I'm really hoping fit. We've got one throttle and one is clutch side. They should have different diameter bores on them. We've got another bolt. Somehow, somewhere, I managed to lose the front axle retaining bolt. So that is a replacement for that. To be fair, the old one was pretty gnarly, so it's quite good that we've got it. And here we've got a gasket for the air cleaner. And this is kind of the missing piece. I've always scratched my head to work out why it wasn't seating properly. Now I know. Check the diagrams. Fresh rubber. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a battle or whether this is going to be easy, but it has to go on there. And the first thing is to offer it up. Offering the rubber grip up tells me that the bars are slightly too long, mostly by this plastic piece at the end. As you can see, someone has been in before me and trimmed the end of this. I don't know why, but there must have been a reason at some point. Now this is a fixed point because it fits into a pin that locates it and stops it rotating on the bars, so I can't shift this whole unit up and down. So this either has to be falling short on the grip there, which will look ugly as sin, so we're going to end up with like a 5 to 10 mil gap, or I can remove this cap but accept that we may have a bit of a rough end here. Okay, after a few sort of dry runs, it became evident that it wasn't going to slide on easily, and I'm going to need some sort of lubricant, hence the squirty bottle with soapy water in it. And secondly, that having the cap on the end was not going to leave enough room for the grip to slide onto. Come on. Just get rid of this twist that's... there we go. Are we there? Yeah, it feels like it's there. Aha. Genuine Honda grips that look the part. Very 70s. Very nice. One down, one to go. Get the inside of the grip wet. See how we get on with this one. Well, that contrasted somewhat differently. Maybe I should have tried it without it being wet. Now's an opportunity to set up the brake and clutch levers. And I'm missing a bolt out of that. Why? Oh, deal with that in a bit. That's roughly where I want the brake lever. Excellent. Looking good. Feeling good. Excellent. Two new in packet clips for the top of the fork tubes. Okay, Andy, this is just for you. I'm going to fit the black caps that fit on top of this fork tube. The actual slots they fit into are quite gnarly on this. I'm hoping they are going to just push in, but already it feels like there's a bit of a fight. It's plastic versus metal. I don't want to break one. Come on. Jeez, I thought this was going to be an easy part. Check, check. There's two lugs in. There we go. Less brute force, more thinking about it. There we go. Finishing touch to the handlebar tops. Excellent. It's time to fit the renovated helmet lock, which we recut to fit our own key. This is one of the parts that I haven't touched externally, so it still has some age-related patina, but I quite like that. This bike is never going to be pristine, especially after I've painted it. Another thing I'm changing slightly though is the fact that it did come with its two security bolts, but in order to make sure that I get a firm fit, I'm going to use 10mm standard bolts, simply because I can get some torque on these. The chance of anyone actually bothering to check whether there are security bolts on the back of this are about 0, and if someone wants my crappy old helmets after I've been wearing them for hours and they're desperate enough to take them off, then they're welcome to them. And the nice thing about these is I can get a spanner on them and actually put a bit of torque on them so they're unlikely to come loose. I'm tempted to put a bit of thread lock on these just to make sure they don't work their way off, but I think that should be fine. The powder coating will act as a bit of a grip for them. There we go. Lovely. Another missing part of the bike restored. Pleased with that. That was a good purchase. Lovely. Oop. Lovely.